Two-term Miami Mayor Francis Suarez announced his bid for the Republican presidential nomination this week, joining an ever-growing Republican field. But he's an interesting study. He's different than the others. In 2018, he opposed DeSantis, now governor of Florida, of course. 2020, he was against Trump. So he is getting some attacks from his own side that he is not worthy of the GOP. And he says, oh, yes, he is. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez joins us now. Good luck to you in the race. I wish that to all, and thank you for joining us here.
Thank you for having me, Chris. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
So it is interesting. In a time of strict obedience and sticking with your own, you have broken with the field more than once, even where it regards the near iconic figure in your party, Donald Trump. Why?
Well, I think I'm different. And I think my candidacy for president is different, as you said. You know, I'm someone who is a two-term mayor elected by 80% in a city that is predominantly Democrat. When I became elected in 2017, the year before, Donald Trump lost Miami-Dade County by 30 points. In my time as mayor, my 5 years as mayor, we've swung Miami-Dade County from plus 30 for Democrats to plus 10 for Republicans. That's a 40-point swing. And I believe that's based on my policies of keeping taxes low. We've lowered taxes to the lowest rate ever, and we've seen unprecedented growth in Miami. You've documented it before. We keep people safe, and you know, we see that as a problem plaguing urban America. We have the lowest homicide rate since 1964. I was born in 1977. And this year, we're 40% below that number. And then, of course, we've leaned into innovation. We believe in American prosperity, American ingenuity, and we're number one in the nation in wage growth, and we have the lowest unemployment in America. I think that's a record anyone could run for president on. You know, it's not a surprise that when you start making noise, you're going to get attacked. You know that. That's part of life. That's part of being in sort of the major leagues, if you will. You know, you don't necessarily expect it from people in your own backyard, but I think it says more about them than it does about you.
Well, Jimenez is one of the loud critics. He's in the House down there. He's a big Trump fan, and obviously he doesn't want anybody running against him. The big stick that he swings at you is, well, look, he's got potential, but, you know, he's just getting going here. You know, he's in a small place. It's Miami, not Miami-Dade. He only gets like 20,000 votes in those races. He's not ready. Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. Of course not. Listen, I think being a big city mayor is incredibly difficult. I think you can ask mayors across the country and they would tell you that. I'm reminded of a Lyndon Johnson quote where he was having a particularly difficult time in his presidency, and they asked him, you know, Mr. President, can it get any worse? And he said, oh yeah, I could be a mayor. So, you know, look, mayors in America, he was a mayor, they have very difficult jobs. We're trying to balance some of the most difficult social problems in our community: homelessness, crime, mental health, you know, things, addiction, things that, you know, are what everyday people are concerned about. You know, we get very bogged down with a lot of these national issues, whether people are getting indicted, whether they're not getting indicted. But at the end of the day, what people really care about is, can they seek and find prosperity for themselves and opportunity for themselves and for their children? That's what my candidacy is about. That's what my record has been about. And I really think we can lean into this disruptive moment in our history where the economies of the world are changing very rapidly. And you need a leader who understands that disruption and who can position not just a city, but a country to meet that moment.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.